Hi everybody, Tom Willard here with the info video. This week I'm excited to share with you something called a partial gap fill. And what this is a stock which gaps up or down, and it fills part of the gap as trading starts to open up and over the first few 5 to 10 to 20 minutes of the market open, and you look for opportunities to get either long or short. And so I'm excited to share this with you today. Before continuing, feel free to read this trading and investing disclaimer. You can pause the video here if necessary. Okay, now this chart is the 5-minute chart of a particular stock that I'm going to teach from. Now, I want to show a couple of things. First off, this dashed line to the left here is the start of the day's trading. You'll see the previous day this particular stock closed here, and today I really wanted to show you the time, so you can see it's a 5-minute chart, and also the volume, because it kind of ties into this here. Now you'll see here I've indicated the gap up, so it closed here and it opened up here. And so this particular issue was one of my top ideas for this particular day of trading. And I don't have time to show it right now, but the daily chart showed an exciting configuration which made this stock very bullish because it was gapping up and because the market was a little bit weaker than this, so it was showing relative strength. And the daily chart was so compelling that I wanted this on my top idea list for the long side. And so what happens? Well, this particular stock, you see it gaps up and it starts moving down sloppily. And this often is what happens on a lot of these gaps, is you get these really sloppy, dynamic, overlapping moves as the gap starts to fill. And a lot of times for novices, what it does is it turns them off. And what I want to share with you guys is to make sure that if it's something that's in your top list, you need to make sure that you keep it available and keep an eye on it, just in case it does something like this one did. And that's something that I'm excited to share with my room, the chat room we have open. I share my usually top 5 to 10 ideas, and there's stuff that you got to focus on. It really helps simplify the trading tactics. So make sure to pop into my free trading chat room and check out this list. So in this particular issue, you see the pullback here, and you can see the gap is indicated by this area here, and you'll see ultimately this thing filled about 70, maybe 75% of the gap, right? And then it settled in and it went higher. Now a couple things. I want to show the volume. Look at the volume on the way down. Now I explained this on one of my other videos, was that a lot of times when there's a gap up or a gap down, well, let's talk about a gap up first. What's a gap up, right? Well, if you're long in the particular issue, it's like Christmas. You've got all this, this increase in your monetary position, right? And you didn't really have to do anything. You went to sleep the night before, you got up, and you're up money. Vice versa on the downside. If it gaps down and you're long, then you're down that money, or if you're short, then you're up that money. And so a lot of times that's why these gaps fill, because people, they get antsy and get nervous, like, wow, I don't want to give up this profit. And so let's just say you had 1,000 shares and this was a $1 gap. You're up $1,000. Right? Now you're up 800, now you're up 500, now you're up 300, now you're up 200. Oh, the pain's too much. Get me the heck out of Dodge, right? And that's what people do. And so I'm encouraging you to watch this, because if this is on your if on my top 6 list, and I share this with you, and say you happen to be long, you can confidently hold through something like this and look to get in with me and go long on the upside. And you'll see this move here is amazing. Now, again, there's multiple places to get in here, and I don't have time to go through all the details and nuances, but I encourage you guys, there's so many ways to get in on this thing after it bottoms here, and the amount of money, man, the amount of this move here is about a $2 move. So if you think about it, if you can get in this area on this partial gap fill, and you just do something like 1,000 shares, and we're talking about $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 day just off this simple basic pattern, taking something from my top 6 list from the chat room, which is free at this time anyway. So definitely take advantage of it. And this is what we call a partial gap fill. It's very simple to see. These happen almost every day. And again, the daily chart is a big part of that. I don't have that shown here, but I want you guys to realize that basically, if you come up with your top ideas and you've got the experience to pick those out, stick with them. Don't give up on them. And even though they do may act kind of crazy here, just stick with them, keep them up on radar, and you may find yourself with some lucrative situations. And obviously, if you're in swing long, don't panic and sell out like most novices do. I hope you found this video very useful. Have a great week trading, guys. And if you have any questions, email me, and of course visit me at www.tomwillardtrading.com.